For lay people, democracy is basically a government by the people. Demo is from the Greek word demos, which means people. Cracy is from kratos, which in Greek means strength or power. So if ultimate power does not rest with the people, then democracy is not happening. Now, Emily Rodriguez of the National Democratic Institute in Washington, D.C., has defined democracy as a system of governance that exists at the point where inclusion, transparency, and accountability intersect with institutions, social contract, and the rule of law. As she says, in order to qualify as a democracy, a country must have institutions, including but not limited to a legislature, an executive, an independent judiciary, political parties, media, and a body that oversees elections. It must have some sort of social contract with its citizens, such as a constitution or electoral law that would provide for freedoms and rights while outlining responsibilities. The country must also enthrone the rule of law, which punishes crimes and where everyone is treated equally. As she says, and as is universal wherever democracy is practiced, inclusion means that no one is excluded from participating in the process of shaping policy and choosing representatives. The citizenry must have the right to know how the process works and what their government is doing. So transparency is central and critical. And then in the end, accountability means that a structure exists whereby the powers that be face consequences if they do not follow the rules. So are these things happening in our democracy? I strongly feel that we still have a lot of work to do, and this across board for all political parties and all citizens. Therefore, the leadership during its time bears the immediate responsibility to make democracy work through sensitization, incentives, and sanctions, and all within the rule of law. However, poor countries, as we have in Africa, with weak or fragile institutions, will tend to fail in their Democracy 101, betrayed mostly by poverty and human capital deficiency. People will sell their votes for food, and deficiencies in human capital will betray systems and create failures. Therefore, much work needs to be done in Nigeria. We can do it together. At the EBS, we are working on innovative and sustainable strategies for human capital development and poverty eradication. I believe that for democracy to work, these issues must be addressed, and quickly. I'm Magnus Kpakol, and that's my view.
Magnus,